Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. It's Friday, May 14th. Today we have another big update. Markets are exploding higher. Dow's up about 300, Nasdaq up about 200. The VIX has come in. It's come in nicely here. So what do we got? What did I do today? Well, I told you on, Wednesday. Wednesday I told you I bought some Apple calls. Well, today I took them off. Now, why did I take them off today? Well, because they've doubled. They've doubled in price in 2 days. Okay, so if you got calls, these are options, and they double in price in 2 days, I take my profits. Now, they may have more room to run, but I want it out. I took my profits. Okay, do I think the market's going higher? Yes, I do. But I do think we're going to get volatility coming in again next week. The volatility came in a lot, and next week it could easily explode higher, which would bring the market back down some more. Now, when you get the dip, you buy the dip like I did on the Apple calls, and then you sell into the rip. It's just a game that we're playing right now. It's just what's working. Eventually, do I think the market's going to crash? Absolutely, I do. But not yet. Right now, we got a market exploding higher today. I took my Apple calls off, doubled my money. We'll wait to see what happens next week. Now, today I want to talk about real estate. Real estate, full disclosure here, I am a real estate broker. It's my day job. It's how I make my money. But we've had some interesting developments, let's say. Okay, so we got this eviction moratorium thing. It's supposed to expire in June. All right, so the High Court ruled that the CDC, who put the eviction moratorium in place, did not have the authority to do so. So they said the eviction moratorium is over. You can start to evict tenants. Well, not so fast. There's an appeal going in. That's going to it's probably going to take another month till we get to June. Now, in June, the CDC says they are not going to try to tell you that there's an eviction moratorium. Because even the CDC, they realize that they do not have the power to make an eviction moratorium. They don't have that power. The Center for Disease Control does not have the power to tell landlords they cannot evict a tenant. They just flat out do not have that power. Now, in this pandemic, so many constitutional laws have been broken, and that's one of them. Look I don't know any other business where the supplier of the goods is told he cannot get paid for them. If you go into a grocery store, load up your cart with groceries, start pushing your cart out the door, I guarantee you someone's going to stop you. You have to pay for your groceries. Well, what the CDC came in, they said, no, you don't have to pay your rent. It's the only business where the owner of the business does not get paid. Well, if the government says that the owner of the business has to give their goods and services away for free, shouldn't the government pay? Because they're the ones saying you can't get paid. So anyways, what we got is the eviction moratorium coming to an end. Now, is that good or is that bad? It's going to make a lot of people homeless, but we're going to get back to normal. Now, maybe real estate will start to come back to normal pricing. Now, can you believe that we had the largest jump in housing prices in the first quarter? The largest jump in prices ever. This is with 20 million people unemployed. We had the largest jump in housing price. Why? Well, there's this fear of missing out. Because there's no supply on the market. People think, oh my God, if I don't buy a house, I'll never get a house. Houses are going to disappear. They're not going to disappear. Look okay, so we got, right now, we got to get rid of the eviction moratorium, which is going to free up some houses. Believe me, it will. They're going to kick them out. Landlords are going to be selling these. Landlords don't really want to be landlords anymore, not after what the government did to them. No, I don't think they do. I think some of these houses are going to find their way onto the market. This will be inventory coming onto the market. Okay, when inventory comes on, prices go down. Now, what we got is forbearance is still going on. Okay, this is not on rentals. Forbearance is on owners do not have to pay their mortgages. They can go on into forbearance and get a year of mortgage relief. Now, over 3 million people are on forbearance. Okay, now that doesn't count all of the people that are late. There's probably closer to 7 million people that are late on their mortgage right now, but 3 million are actually in a forbearance program. Okay, so mortgage forbearance is still going on, and Biden's probably going to extend it. Now, can you explain to me, think about this. We have the hottest real estate market ever. Matter of fact, it had the largest jump in housing prices that we just talked about. Now, explain to me, somebody, maybe you can leave a comment down below, explain to me why the Federal Reserve is still buying between $40 billion and $80 billion in mortgage-backed securities every month. Why does the housing have to be subsidized if we're in the biggest boom ever? It's like we got this housing boom. It's on fire. And here's the Federal Reserve. We're going to pour some gasoline on that fire. When they buy $40 to $80 billion of mortgages every month, that keeps interest rates low on the homes, which keeps prices artificially high. This is artificial. This is being subsidized by the taxpayer, by you and me. We subsidize the owners of houses by buying mortgages with taxpayer dollars. They print the money, and they don't have the money, so they print it. Now, who's responsible for the printed money? Well, of course, it's the taxpayer. It's you and me. So why are we still subsidizing the mortgage market when housing has never been hotter? Why? I don't get that. Maybe you can explain that to me in the comments. Now, here's something else I don't get. Now, I mentioned I'm a real estate broker. Now, as a broker, I see what other agents are doing. Now, most agents, because the market is so hot in real estate, are having their best year ever. But that's not good enough. No. Do you realize that 1 out of 5 brokers, real estate brokers and mortgage brokers, 1 out of 5 have taken PPP money. PPP money, it doesn't have to be paid back. This is money that businesses can get from the government, and they don't have to pay it back. Now, real estate brokers, like I mentioned, many of them are having the best year they ever had. So let's say they're doing, $2 or $3 million in commissions. Well, hey, why not get another million from the government? Because we're having the best year ever. Let's just tack that on to already the best year ever. Now, those are the brokers. Now, a lot of the agents are going, we're going to sit this one out. There's not that much inventory. Hey, let me collect some unemployment so they get the extra unemployment benefits. Well, I'm a broker, and agents are contractors. Agents don't pay into unemployment insurance. They never paid 1 cent in, but yet they've taken thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars out. Now, so they can get PPP money, they can get extra unemployment if they want, and they can even get government grants. Why is the government giving grants to real estate agents? Unbelievable what's going on. It's just wacky out there. I mean, there's so much fraud going on. Unbelievable. This real estate market, it is coming to an end, I believe. We are so far above where houses should be. There's this mean, where houses normally go up about 2% a year, and it's kind of got a little upward slope to it. Okay, so upward slope. Well, what we got is upward slope, and we just have spiked for the last 10 years. We are way above this moving average, this mean. We will drop back to this moving average. We will come down, probably about 50% drop. I know people going to leave messages. That's crazy, Mike. Houses could never drop 50%. It's impossible. Well, look we've been propping them up with people not paying their mortgage, people not paying their rent, the government subsidizing the mortgage market by buying all of the mortgages. All of this is winding down, and starting with the eviction moratorium coming to an end in June. The CDC is not even going to fight to extend it. Now, Biden could extend it, but we'll see. I think that's going to end in June, and I think it's going to be chaos. I think it's going to be complete chaos. But I do think that the housing prices, they will come in. I tell clients that they can wait 6 months to a year. It'll be a better time to buy. When do you want to buy? You want to buy when people are selling. Yeah, that's when you want to buy, right? People are not selling right now. Right now, people are buying. Okay, so when do you want to sell? You want to sell when people are buying. It's a great time to sell. You can get these high prices for your home. As a real estate broker, I tell everybody it's a great time to sell your house. Great time to sell. Take the money and run. You know, these times aren't going to last forever. They may extend out another 6 months, another year, but they're not going to last forever. You know, the buyer's market shifts to a seller's market. Seller's market shifts to a buyer's market. Interest rates go up. Interest rates go down. It's very cyclical. And right now we're at the top of that cycle. We're at the top. Look at this cycle is going to bust. All bubbles bust. And when it busts, it may pop some other bubbles, may pop the stock market bubble, may pop the Bitcoin bubble, may pop the bond market. It could all come crashing down. Be careful out there. And that's all I got today. I'm Tall Mike. You know, if you like this, give me the thumbs up. You really like it, hit that subscribe button so we can talk more next week about what's going on in the markets. That's what I love to talk about. This is fun. I love you guys. Anyways, I'm Tall Mike. Get out there, have a great weekend, and we'll talk again next week. Bye-bye now.